I have an extremely complicated relationship with Super Mario Sunshine. When I was born in the early 2000s, the GameCube was already in its final years as Nintendo was preparing for its next home console. By the time I was conscious enough to play and understand what a video game was, we were already far past the GameCube era. But that didn't mean I never found out about the creativity of the GameCube. Thanks to YouTube Let's Plays, I one day stumbled across Super Mario Sunshine and immediately was hooked. I found out that the Wii I had was able to play GameCube discs, so for my birthday I went to GameStop and somehow managed to pick up a copy of Super Mario Sunshine long after they were still being sold in front of house. I went home excited to try out my new game and realized that I needed something called a memory card, a concept that I was completely unaware of since the Wii was all I knew and games were saved there automatically. Nevertheless, I played the game extensively and loved it. One day, the Wii fell off my entertainment center, broke, and I sent it into Nintendo to get it fixed. Unfortunately, I left my copy of Super Mario Sunshine inside, and I never got to see that copy again. Well, now I think it's time to revisit my long-lost friend, and with a little bit of a twist. There's a small community called RetroAchievements, which adds achievements to all of your favorite retro games. The website easily integrates with your favorite emulators for a seamless achievement hunting experience. They recently added support for GameCube games, and I don't think there's a better way to revisit the early 2000s era of gaming than completing the Super Mario Sunshine achievement set. So here's the plan. I'm going to start off by doing a complete 120 shine playthrough of the game to see how many achievements I can get naturally during a playthrough. After that, I'm going to take a look at the achievements I missed and break them up into categories and tackle the rest of them then. Also, if you hear this sound, take a look at the top left corner of the screen. This graphic will let you know what achievement I've just done. Okay, got it? Let's start. Landing on the Delfino airstrip, I pick up Flood and talk to them. I then beat the Goopy Piranha plant, which gave me my first shine and achievement. Mario was swiftly arrested, but we were let out on the condition that we would clean up Isle Delfino. Okay, I do have something to come clean about. I noticed that there were a few achievements that were missable in this set, meaning that if I didn't do them when they were available, I wouldn't be able to get them in my run. The first of which was this one, where I had to get this Pianta stuck in goop and collect his blue coin before opening the first world of the game. I beat the other Piranha plant, fought Shadow Mario, then entered Bianco Hills, fought another Goopy Piranha plant and collected its shine. I went across the broken bridge and up to the top of the windmill where Petey Piranha was waiting for me. We fought, I won, and collected that shine. The next thing I had to do in Bianco Hills was the Hillside Cave secret, which I got through easily, and then the red coin challenge in the secret stage. I got the 8 red coins of the windmill village and then had to fight Petey Piranha again. I'm starting to realize that the boss fight variety in this game is not too wide, but this fight was cool enough since we got to battle around the village. While doing the next shine, Secret of the Dirty Lake, I managed to collect the achievement for collecting the 2 1-ups in the area. I collected that shine, then fought Shadow Mario again in Bianco Hills. I went back into the Secret of the Dirty Lake, where I barely collected the 8 red coins before the time ran out. This shine gave me 2 achievements, one called Kidnapped Again, which was for collecting 10 shine sprites, and then Cave Story, which was for collecting all the secret shines in Bianco Hills. I went back into Bianco Hills for the 8 red coins around the windmill and got an achievement for collecting the rocket nozzle, then the achievement for collecting all of the main shines in the stage. Since I was done with Bianco Hills for now, I made my way over to the next stage. I fought the Goopy Piranha plant again and went into Rico Harbor. I had to fight the big blooper, go on a blooper surfing safari twice, jump across the scaffolding all around the stage to get another shine, and then went into the secret stage where I got an achievement for collecting both of the 1-ups. I fought the big blooper once more and then went back into the secret stage where I collected its 8 red coin shine. After that, I had to collect one of my least favorite shines in the game, the 8 red coins on the blooper. Thankfully, I got it on my first try and moved on to the next episode where I fought Shadow Mario across the scaffolding for the last shine I can get in Rico Harbor for now. During that stage, I collected the turbo nozzle, which got me the achievement for that, as well as the achievement for collecting 20 shines. I can't get the last shine in Rico Harbor yet because you need to unlock Yoshi first, so I had to move on to the next stage. On my way over, I got the achievement for getting Mario to infinitely slide on his belly, and surprise, surprise, I had to fight the Goopy Piranha plant again, and then I went into Gelato Beach. The first shine in Gelato Beach is a secret shine inside a sandcastle, so I did that, and then I moved on to the next stage where I needed to stomp Cataquacks off of these mirrors. After that, I went back into the secret shine and got the 8 red coin shine, as well as the achievement for collecting both the 1-ups in the zone. I fought the giant wiggler, did the infamous sandbird shine, raced Il Piantissimo to the top of the stage, collected the 8 red coins coins of the coral reef, fought Shadow Mario, and then collected a secret shine that is hidden in the sand, which got me an achievement. All that was left to do now in Gelato Beach was the other infamous shine, the watermelon shine. After a while of breaking the watermelon on the way to the blender, I finally made it and collected that shine, which got me the achievement for getting all the main shines in Gelato Beach. Man, I'm saying shine a lot, aren't I? I moved on to Pinna Park, where Shadow Mario defied the laws of physics, and I fought the giant Mecha Bowser. Then I got an achievement by getting into the Mole's Cannon before defeating him. I got the shine there and went back to collect the 8 red coins. I got an achievement that I think triggered incorrectly, as well as the achievement for collecting both 1-ups. I got the 8 red coins around the theme park and then helped the flowers. I got the achievement for beating the electric enemy at the top of the stage. After that, I fought Shadow Mario to get Yoshi, which got me another achievement, then went back into Pinna Park to finish the last few shines. I did the Yoshi secret shine in the merry-go-round, fought Shadow Mario, went back into the Yoshi go-round shine and did the red coin challenge, which unlocked another achievement, and then I lastly had to pop all the balloons on the second roller coaster shine. By doing so, I got the achievement for collecting all the mission shines in Pinna Park. Once I was done with Pinna Park, I was able to fight Shadow Mario to unlock the turbo nozzle in Delfino Plaza, and then moved on to Serena Beach. In Serena Beach, my first task was to take down the giant manta ray, which I was able to do pretty easily. For doing that, the hotel came out of the ground and I got a shine. I then went into the hotel and made my way to the Boo statue's mouth, which brought me to a secret zone. In here, I got another achievement that I think unlocked improperly, which had to do with the strolling stews again. After that, I had to make my way through the very confusing hotel maze until I got to the room with the shine, which took far too long, by the way. Then it was the hotel casino shine, where you go into another secret stage. This time around, I got the achievement for collecting both 1-ups. I went back into the first secret stage and got the 8 red coins there, and then I did the same for the second secret area. To finish off Serena Beach, I fought the King Boo, cleaned up the beach from electric goop, fought Shadow Mario inside of the hotel, and lastly collected the 8 red coins throughout the inside of the hotel. Now that I was done with that, I wanted to move on to Pinata Village. I managed to get into the red pipe without using the rocket nozzle, so I got an achievement for that, and then I started on the shines there. I flung the mini chain chomps into the water, raced Il Piantissimo to the top of a tree, went through the goopy inferno by running across this railing and then diving to the area with flood. Then I had to get a huge chain chomp in the bath. Then I used Yoshi to get to the secret area, where I used the Chucksters to get the regular and 8 red coin shine, which got me an achievement. Next, I had to save 10 Piantas from drowning in goop. I fought Shadow Mario again and collected 8 red coins around the village, which got me the Pinata Village shine achievement. I lastly collected the secret shine, which has you spray the sun. That got me another achievement. This last stage was actually our 60th shine, which means we are now halfway done with the main game. Once I was done with Pinata Village, I wanted to collect a few shines around Delfino Plaza. I started with the Chuckster shine, then moved on to the next area of the game, Noki Bay. I collected the shines from uncorking the waterfall, spraying the golden bird, fighting the giant blooper, collecting 8 red coins inside a glass bottle. I was a giant eel's dentist. I raced Il Piantissimo across the water, got the regular and red coin shine inside the secret shell, which got me an achievement, and then fought Shadow Mario. After fighting Shadow Mario in Noki Bay, he flooded Delfino Plaza and I had to enter the volcano in order to bring the flood back down. When that was over with, I went back into Noki Bay for the remaining shine, which was collecting the 8 red coin fish. At this point, I had collected almost every single mission shine in the game. The only one I was missing was the Yoshi shine in Rico Harbor, so I went there and grabbed it. Since that was done, I had to collect all the shines around Delfino Plaza, which included spraying off the Dirty Bell Tower. Then I collected the other Dirty Bell Tower without using the hover nozzle, which got me another achievement. Then I had to deal with the notorious Pachinko stage, which was buggy as ever. After that, I got the achievement for getting to the grassy stage without using a rocket nozzle, and then I also got that shine. I then realized I could get an achievement by getting into the Pachinko stage without using a boat, so I did that as well. After that was done, I collected the shine inside the jail using the turbo nozzle, and then I collected the shine from the golden bird. After that, I slid down the giant slide. I then got the shine for smashing the rock atop the lighthouse. Then I cleaned off the giant shine gate, got the secret shine hidden in the sand, and did both of the box breaking shines. I then went through the awful journey of bringing Yoshi over to the lily pad stage. Here I got the achievement for grabbing the 1-up and the achievement for getting the shine. Thankfully, this time around, I had no trouble here. Next, I collected enough coins to take the boat back to the airstrip. Once I was there, I climbed to the top of the pole for an achievement and then got the 8 red coins. I then only had one more Isle Delfino shine left, which was the turbo nozzle platforming level. After 5 hours and 17 minutes of gameplay, I had collected every single mission shine in the game. Now, all that was left to do to collect all 120 shines was to get all of the blue coins and the 100 coin shines I had put off. Each area of the game has 30 blue coins as well as a shine, so I decided to go into each stage to collect collect those. After giving all of my blue coins to the blue coin exchange, I had every single shine in the game except for the final boss shine. But I wanted to get every other achievement that is possible before taking on the final boss level. So I broke up the remainder of the achievements into two categories. Challenge achievements, which have you collect a shine in a special way or do a tough trick, and then one-up achievements I haven't collected yet. This is where the achievement set gets way more unique. I started off with one of the easier ones. I went into Pinna Park and wore the sunglasses from this Pianta. The next one I did was actually pretty tough. I needed to collect the golden bird shine in Delfino Plaza without using the hover or rocket nozzles. I needed to time my jumps off the platforms really well to make sure I collected the shine. During this time, I also got an achievement for doing this. After that, I went into the slide level and got the achievement for not touching the slide at all on the way down using the turbo nozzle. Next up, I went back into Bianco Hills to get the achievement for collecting the PD Piranha shine in episode 1 of the stage. The next achievement in Bianco Hills ended up being very hard. I needed to initiate the fight with PD Piranha without using the hover nozzle or the windmill platforms. I ended up using one of the water bugs to bounce up to the middle section of the windmill and then did a pretty tight wall jump to the last platform. Then I used the windmill sails to wall jump all the way up to the top. After that, I took a nap with PD Piranha, then cleared the goopy Pianta up in all of the missions. I had to jump all the way from the top of the windmill and enter the Dirty Lake secret section without touching any water at all. The next achievement was another fun challenge. In this one, you needed to get through the first secret stage in Bianco Hills without ever pressing the jump button. You essentially had to dive roll everywhere. This one took a few tries but was very satisfying. Next, I had to beat the other secret shine using a rocket nozzle and not using any of the moving rotating cubes. After that, I went into the turbo nozzle challenge stage and beat it only using the hover nozzle, which got me another achievement. I went into Rico Harbor and beat the blooper racing shine with the pink blooper. I got the cage shine using a hover nozzle from the bottom. I entered the tower secret without using flood and defeated the big blooper without ripping off any of their tentacles. The next achievement I had to complete was one of the hardest in the entire set for me. I had to get the Yoshi shine in Rico Harbor without touching any grass or metal scaffolding. I was only able to touch the platforms I created with Yoshi. This one took a really long time because the timings are very tight on a lot of the jumps. You need to make sure to spray everything at the right time and then land on the platforms. I had a super hard time with this one, but eventually got it done after around a half an hour of attempts. But once I was done with that, I moved on to one of the most fun achievements in the set. This one I had to make it all the way through the spinning wood platform secret stage without ever letting go of the turbo nozzle. To get through this, you need to line up correctly at the start, pick up the one-up along the way, and then perfectly angle yourself towards the end. This was another hard one, but I found it to be way more fun than the Yoshi achievement. The last achievement that I did in Rico Harbor was talk to the 3 swimming Piantas, and then collected the one-up they gave you. The first achievement I needed to work on in Gelato Beach ended up being another one of the hardest achievements in the set. In order to unlock this one, you need to get into the Mission 1 sandcastle without touching the ground after being on top of one of these trees. In order to do it, you need to carefully bounce across the cataquacks quickly enough to get into the sandcastle. It is ridiculously hard. It took me around half an hour. I found that the best way to do this was to get further into the challenge, then use the zoom in camera to activate the sandcastle later to give myself more time to make it in. Even still, the timing was very hard. The next achievement was another interesting one. I had to finish the Il Piantissimo race in under 35 seconds without touching grass or using flood. This one only took me a few tries. Next, I had to do 2 similar achievements. I had to get both 10 cataquacks to chase me at once, and then have 15 cataquacks stuck in the sand at the same time. After I was done there, I could move on to Pinna Park, where I needed to beat Mecha Bowser in 1 lap. I managed to get it on my first try. This was the only achievement I had in Pinna Park, so I moved on to Serena Beach. Here, I had to get into the Boo statue without using Flood or the stairs. I had to bounce on the Boos. Then I painted the King Boo in all 4 colors from the 4 different fruits. Then I cleaned up all of Serena Beach in under a minute without refilling Flood, which sounds hard, but I got it done quickly. Over Noki Bay, I had to collect the first mission star without touching any goop or uncovering any secret passages. Then I needed to get to the blooper shine from the backside, which was very easy. After this, I had another harder achievement, which was to race Il Piantissimo without touching any water. But as you might know, the whole pathway is made of water. There's a pretty clear path of how you need to get this done, but since you also can't use the hover nozzle, there are some very tough jumps. This one took almost half an hour. Next, I made it to the giant shell without using any ropes or the rocket nozzle. And then I had to beat the shine inside of the shell without using flood, the pole, or the ropes. This was another case where the achievement had really tight platforming, but after a few tries, it wasn't too bad. Then I could make my way to Pinata Village, where I had to dive all the way from the top of this mega tree into the bath below. I beat the mini chain chomp star without stunning any of them. I beat Il Piantissimo by only touching trees, which was a super fun challenge. I took an alternative route to do the Goopy Inferno, and then I had to get the big chain chomp to jump into the bath while I was still outside on the dirt, which was a lot harder than it looks, taking me almost half an hour. But nothing could prepare me for this next challenge. I would argue that this is by far the hardest challenge in the entire achievement set. You need to use every skill you've gained throughout this adventure: speed, precision, water conservation, and patience. You have to save all 10 Piantas in episode 6, only staying on top of mushrooms and treetops. This is so hard because a lot of the jumps in between are tight, and you only have 1 tank of flood since there isn't nearly enough time to refill. This one took me countless attempts. I tried over and over and over and over and over, getting closer and closer with each try. Eventually, after an hour and 20 minutes of trying, I was able to do this achievement. But after that was done, I only had a few more miscellaneous achievements to collect before I went on to the 1-up achievements. I had to stomp on 3 strolling stews at once, stomp on 3 smoldering stews at once, spray a cuckoo until a 1-up came out, get thrown by a chuckster while riding Yoshi, collect the rocket nozzle in Pinata Village, throw a banana into a basket while doing a backflip, then throw a coconut into this basket while ground pounding. Now I only had a couple more achievements before the 1-ups, and one of them was to juggle a durian on my head 10 times without letting it drop. At first I tried this normally over and over, but I realized that by the 5th or 6th juggle, it was moving way too fast to bounce off of my head again. Eventually I found a trick where you could get away with letting the durian bounce and it still would count towards the counter. The other achievement was to collect all of the coins from the birds in Delfino Plaza, which was pretty easy. Now all I had to do left was collect all of the 1-ups, then go fight Bowser. Now that I was inside of the volcano, all I had to do was get up to the top and take on the final boss fight. In order to win this battle, all you need to do is ground pound the 5 sections of the shine sprite shaped bath using the rocket nozzle. While doing this, I collected an achievement for bouncing on top of a bullet bill, and then I hit all 5 of the sections, which gave me the achievement for beating the final boss, then getting all 120 shines. And since we now beat the final boss with all of the shines, we got the true bonus ending. And with that, over 19 hours of gameplay, we have collected collected all of the achievements in Super Mario Sunshine. This was an incredibly fun journey. It was a blast from the past to finally be able to experience this game again after so many years. Now I feel like I know the game like the back of my hand. If you enjoyed this video and made it this far, please hit like and subscribe. It helps motivate me to make more of these videos. Also, go follow me on my Twitch channel where I stream multiple times a week. And hey, if you want to see any other games in Retro Achievements, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.